answer. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you. To see delivered to the sylphs of Little Solace. This Azama Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridania and sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. I like it. Oh, now they're gone. Where'd they go? A gift from Walking One, Bhaskaran? A gift for these ones? That oil. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Bhaskaran, and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. There she is. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, the useless to arrive. Ah, there you are, Saya. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of dare-doing. Well done. No thanks to you. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you don't mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto Rock. But that this one had not. In Toto Rock, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Honored One Khan-e Senna. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched Ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into Touched Ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear Touched Ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where Touched Ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of Touched Ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primals in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Honored One Kane Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You can learn a lot from him. Oh, to him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Walking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not. We will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. I do. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Bye-bye! 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 Please wait, Walking One, Seiya. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. Oh, shoot. Three more to go. Three more. Looks like we're halfway through this mummer's farce. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one will ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched one making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Private Seiya. I went to meeting with the sylphs. A missive from Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the sylphs have no desire to conflict, nor do they intend to summon remove. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seats here will be overjoyed to hear that the sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Seiya. It will not be forgotten. Alright. Now before we continue, we must needs do our conjurer. Our conjury-ish. Our class quest. Like mother, like daughter. Welcome, Seiya. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in the cloistered heart of Stillblade Fane. Glad am I that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the poor child. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers who were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of their mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus, I turn to you to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray travel to Buscarin's Drether and speak with waifu. She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie and will be able to tell you more of how the young lady fares. Oh, time to go holler at waifu. Gots to holler at waifu. It's been a while. She's the one who taught us about the that wind magic. I think it was like the second Conjury class quest. She taught us about that wind. Waifu! Seiya, you have grown much since last we spoke of the mysteries of Earth. Though you are no doubt capable of defending yourself, I must nonetheless advise you against venturing out into the wilds until such time as a balance has been restored. Waifu defines the will of air. No Lanel is deeply rooted in earth, and I claim some small degree of mastery over water. False modesty aside, that we three were chosen to respond to this disturbance suggests that the situation is dire indeed. Alright, waifu, what's going down? What's going down in the woods? We meet again, Seiya. I assume Brother Isumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying here in the South Shroud. The source of this extensive blight is found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voices of the elemental shriek their dismay in the vicinity of the withered Trent. I suggest you give the area a wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylphie wandered about this part of the Twelveswood. It seems that her mother, a woman who healed with conjuring, but remained untrained by the guild, called this region her home. Sylphie herself had her head buried in some manner of tomb, but if she is as sensitive to the elementals' murmurings as I am led to believe, then the din within her mind must be driving her to distraction. Pray speak with the child and see that she is well. I would do so myself if our current duty were not so pressing. We will, in fact, be setting out at any moment. Alright. Sylphie, you've been a bad girl. Very bad. Seiya? Ah, I should have known that waifu would tattle on me. And Brother Isumi sent you to take me back, didn't he? Yep. This is where my mother used to live, you know. Right up until she passed on, folk were grateful for the healing she offered. And this is the journal she used to keep. There is an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art. How there are always more people wounded in battle when mortals abuse the power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw on nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things, and I want to do what she would have wanted. I'm going to stop using conjuring altogether. I've never heard the voices this mad before. I bet it's because waifu and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. This girl, he was always running for trouble. Get back here. Gonna get us in trouble. What is going on over there? God, it's so loud. Can't you hear it? Nature's shrieking in rage. Oh my goodness. What have I been thrown into? Ooh. Wood whalers. Never has the earth so confounded me. I must apologize. You possess quite an affinity for the elements. That was most impressive. Thank you for your timely assistance. With the origin of the corruption now neutralized, you should be able to cleanse whatever traces remain. I can't believe nature actually helped us. There was nothing scary about it at all. I might still wonder if it really was safe for conjurers to borrow that power if I hadn't seen the way you wielded it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please go on ahead without me. Ah! 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 Run! Run! Ah! Welcome back, Seiya. And you also, Sylphie. Brother Sumi, I'm sorry I ran away like that. I understand, child. Did you find the answers you sought? Yes, thanks to Seiya. She showed me that nature was nothing to be afraid of. I think I know why my mother refused to call upon its power. She believed the act caused suffering to nature itself. I see. So it was her very love for nature that prevented her from drawing on its strength. Tell me, Sylphie, has the fog of indecision now lifted from your mind? It has, Guildmaster. I understand now why my mother chose the path she did. Full glad am I to hear that, for I must ask of you one more question. Yes, Brother Isumi? When you first witnessed Seiya cleanse a corrupt element, you mentioned hearing voices. How exactly did they sound? The voices? Well, they sounded joyful, like a crowd letting out a sudden cheer. I really heard them, I swear. I'm sure you did, Sylphie. This is a gift. Conjurers may sense the power of nature and borrow from its strength, but not all can hear its whispers. What you describe are the voices of the elementals. You may very well possess the talent to become a hearer. A hearer? Of course, much relies on your studies of conjuring. You have a natural aptitude, but have thus far lacked commitment. You must not neglect your training, Sylphie. Putting aside such matters for a moment, I'm curious to hear about the disturbance you observed in the South Shroud, Seiya. I assume from the reports I have received that it was of a different magnitude to those which you have previously encountered. Am I correct? This bodes ill. The creatures known as mud pies are not native to the Twillswood. I wonder what relation this may have to the seemingly ever-increasing frequency of these disturbances. Something beyond the damage wrought by the calamity afflicts the Twillswood. I shall commune with the elementals and seek to identify this threat. Seiya, Sylphie, I may have need of you both before long. Until then, give yourselves over to the study of our art. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path.